Hello everyone. In this we will go through the next problem, which is insert interval. So we will see the for two methods. So like both methods are almost similar. So you are given an array of non-overlapping intervals. So intervals we were given non-overlapping intervals where interval of I equal to start of I and end of I. So in interval each list is we have this like start of I, end of I represent the start and end of the ith interval, and intervals is sorted in ascending order by start of I. So these are sorted in ascending order. For example, here 1 3 and 6 9. So 1 is less than 6, so those are started by start of I. You are also given an interval, new interval equal to start and end. So this is the new interval which is with values 2 and 5 that represent the start and end of the another interval. So insert the new interval into the intervals such that intervals is still in sorted in ascending order by start of I. So we have to insert this new interval into the intervals in such a way that after inserting also it should be in sorted order, and interval still does not have an overlapping intervals and merge the overlapping intervals if necessary. So after inserting this new interval into the our previous interval, we should not have any overlapping intervals. So if there are any overlapping intervals, then we should merge. So what that means is, so here 2 and 5 are conflicting, overlapping with the first list. As you can see, 2 is between 1 and 3. So we and this is not overlapping with the 6 and 9. So that is the reason we take less from these two is 1 and the highest is 5. So 1 5 and 6 9. And same way in second example, as we can see, this is our intervals, and new interval is 4 and 6. So we have to insert this into our given interval. So when we try to insert here, it with first list it will not get uh, overlap, so we insert as is, and it will overlap with second. As we can see, 4 is in between 3 and 5, and it overlaps with second, third as well as 4 as well, because uh, 4 is 4 to 5 is between these 6 and 7 is between 4 to 8, and also here 8, it start from 8 and end at 8, but it's end at 8. So this is again overlapping. So that is the reason we started from 3 and ended at 10. So the less number from these 3 and this overlapping list is 3, and the highest term is 10. So that is the reason 310, and then remaining term is 12 16. This is not overlapping with 12 16, so that is the reason we have stopped here. And because new interval is this is overlapping with these 3, so we got 310. So these are the given constraints. So interval is in sorted order with by start of I in ascending order. So this is our description. So we will quickly go through our solution. So both solutions are same. So initially I came up with this solution, and later after spending time like going through this code again and again, I have modified it to the second code. So the time complexity wise both are order of n, and space complexity wise this is order of n, and this is order of 1. So let's see the program. And also this is like kind of like easy type. uh, so this may seem like complicated, but both the time complexities are same. So I'll quickly go through this, and then I'll take a time to explain this method too. So the method one, in the method one, I have taken the this example one here. So this is uh, this is method one. So the first one, the left side one is method one, and the right side of this line is method 2. So for method 2 I have taken the example 2, and for method 1 I have taken the example 1. So our given array, we have 1 and 3 and 6 and 9, and the new interval is 2 and 5. So we have to merge it and we get answer this. So initially we get this array, these two arrays to our yeah. So initially we get these two arrays, and what we do is let me just initially we get, and we create a one array for storing the answer, and we iterate through our given input, which is intervals. So in each iteration, what initially we check whether the given list, which is 1 5, is left of 1 3. If it is left of 1 3, we no need to worry, like just we can append our the new interval to our answer, and then append all the elements from the intervals, and that will be our answer. So we need to return that. So that is what we are doing. If we are checking whether if the new interval of 1, which is 5 is less than 1. So we no need to check two numbers, just this is because these are in sorted order, and also the values are start I is less than always end. So that is the reason we are checking here 5 is less than 1. If 5 is less than 1, then this will go left of this list. So that is the reason. If this is true, like 5 is less than some first value, then it would have gone in this if condition, and we would have appended new interval to answer, and then we would have appended the remaining list, and then we would have returned on our answer. So in this case this is not true, so it will come at a else, and here it will check whether if this is the new interval is right of the first list in intervals. So here for while checking right, we will be checking 1 is greater than 3. So that is what we are doing. New interval of 0, which is 1, is greater than interval of I1, which is 3. So this is also false, so it will come inside this else condition. Here k, we are maintaining a 1 k value, so initially like k is equal to I plus 1, which is k equal to 1 it becomes. And then here we check again new interval of 0 if 1 is less than interval of I0. So we check interval of 0 is less than interval of I0, which is intervals of 0 0, which is 1. If this is less than the first element of the uh, first list, then it is overlap, it is. So when it comes to this else condition, it will be overlapping with the given current list. So it will be overlapping, and if this is less than this, then we have to take this, because this will be less. So as you have seen in example, we will be taking the less element. So we will be, that is the reason in new intervals 0 we will be storing 1, because here this will not here you can see new intervals of 0 is 2 is less than of intervals of I0 which is 1, this is false, so it will not go inside this if condition. It will go inside else condition where new intervals of uh, 0 equal to intervals of I0, because this 1 is less than 2, so that is the reason we consider first start of our overlapping array as 1. So and we go to this if condition, again we check for second element, so the end of our overlapping array, which is 3 is less than or equal 5 is less than or equal to 3. So here 5 is here we are checking 5 is less than or equal to 3. If yes, then here we are checking, here we will be storing 3, but here this is false because 5 is greater than 3, so we do nothing. So just we have uh, we'll be doing nothing, and we'll be going again in else condition, because we'll be checking uh, the next lists in the intervals if they are overlapping. So j equal to I plus 1, which is 1, and while this while condition starts here, and so while condition starts here, and j equal to 1. So while this is true, and now we will check the new interval of I, new interval of 1, which is 5 is less than 6. If 5 is so our new interval second value is less than the first value of the next list, then uh, our overlapping it will not overlap with the second list, so we will be ending here itself. So that is the reason, if this condition becomes true, then we are going inside and we are keeping this new interval, this is this 5 as final, and then we are breaking out of this loop. So this is false in this case, so it will go inside, it will not go inside this if condition, it will go inside else condition. And here we are again checking if 5 is less than or 5 is less than or equal to the second element. If this is true, then 9 becomes 9 becomes the greatest element, so 5 will not be considering 5. So here this is true, so that is the reason here sorry, here at this condition itself it become true, because 3 uh, because here new of I, which is 5, is less than interval of j0, which is 6. 5 is less than 6, so true, it becomes true here. So that is the reason interval of 1 becomes new interval of 1. So this is like it stays whatever it is, and then it will go inside here, and it will k1 becomes j, which is 1 already, and it will break here. So actually here this will change, 2 will change to 1 at this condition. I have missed, I guess. So here at this condition it will go inside this if condition. So initially it will check whether uh, 2 is less than 1, false, so it will go inside this condition, and new interval of 0 equal to interval of new interval 0 equal to interval of I0, which is 1. So that is the reason it will override 2 with 1, so I have written again, so 1 initially, and then it will go inside else condition, and here this will again override, 5 will be overrided, and it will become, this will become 5, and then here the iteration ends. So and it ends, and it will come here, and here it will append uh, to answer, it will append our new interval of it will append whatever the present in new interval, which is 0 and 1, which is 1 and 5 will be appended to our answer array, and then uh, the remaining elements will be, list from the given array will be given in intervals array will be appended. So the remaining are 6 and 9, because k is 1, so it will start from intervals of 1 to end, so which is remaining are 6 and 9, so 6 9 9 will be appended and will be returning our answer. So in a case where if we have only 1 and 2 as intervals and new intervals as 3 and 4, then in that case this will not at all go inside this for loop, because initially uh, 3 is initially this condition becomes false. Here this condition becomes false and it will not go inside because 3 is not 4 is not less than 1, but this condition becomes true because 3 is greater than 2, so it will to answer it will append 1 2, and this condition ends here, so it will not go inside this else condition, and it will end here, so it will not execute these 3 lines, so it will come here, and to answer it will append the it should append the remaining terms, our new interval. So that is the reason here outside we have this condition where we are appending the our new interval. So 1 2 we have already in our answer array, and we will append 3 and 4, and we will return our answer, which is uh, combination of these two, 1 2 and 3 4. So as you can see here, this will take the order of n time, because it is running through the given list, so that is the reason it will take the time complexity of order of n, and the space complexity is it will take is order of n. The reason is because here we are maintaining a one answer array for storing the result, so that is the reason. So whenever we append any new list to answer, the new list will not get created, but that new list will be added to answer, so that's how it is taking order of n time, order of n space. So I'll after explaining the method to or I'll explain in one more video how arrays will get consume memory. So here to answer we are appending in worst case like we are appending even in we are appending all the remaining and left and right and new intervals, so that is the reason it is taking order of n time as space. So we will see the our second method, which is the very efficient method, where it is taking only order of 1 time. So we will see with our example 2. So initially we get we have this array, which is we get this input, which is 1 2 3 4 and 6 7 8 10 12 16, and this is new interval, which is 4 and 8. This we have to insert into this given input intervals. So initially we take two variables. So so the main concept of this the main logic of this method is same like the above. We check left and then right, and then we check using this if condition, we check left and using this condition we check right, and then using this condition we check we handle the overlapping arrays, and then at the end we will return the left side, and the if it is overlapping then all overlapping, and the right side. So if it is not overlapping then the left side, the right side, and the our new. So in for example, assume this is not overlapping with anything, then in that case it will be like all left and right of that new interval, and so this left end will maintain the uh, left in intervals where it is ending, and right start will maintain the where it is starting. So these two variables we will be using extra. So initially we assign those two variables with 0. So initially for loop starts, and here we are checking if new interval of 1 8, similar to the method 1, if 8 this our new interval is whether this is left of our in the intervals for in interval in first iteration. If left of these two, so this is false, so it will go to else condition. If both are this is right of this true, because here we are checking 4 is greater than 2, new interval of 0 is greater than interval of I1, so 4 is greater than 2, yes. So that, and this is greater than, so we don't need to worry about this 1 2 because it is not overlapping with 4 8 is not overlapping with 1 2. So initially we add, so the left end initially left and right and 0 and I 0, so left hand becomes 1. So because of 1 will not be overlapping, so till this becomes left, and then in right also becomes 1. uh, this is we are incrementing right also because left will stop where the overlapping starts, this array new intervals overlapping starts, and right will continue till where this overlapping ends. There the right end becomes right start, sorry, this is not end, this is right start will um, their right start will end. So that's how left end will be becomes till left end we will be having all left values, and right end starts from that to all over the end of array we will be having right side of our new interval. So in new interval we'll be storing if this is not overlapping with anything, then we are just will be storing just this, or if it is overlapping, then here in this else condition we'll be calculating that overlapping part. So initially as you can we have seen 1 to be 1 2 is 4 8 is the new interval is right of 1 2. So here the right start also becomes 1, and next in next iteration I becomes 1, and again it will check with this first element whether this are this new interval is left of the interval of interval of 1, which is we check 8 is less than 3, which is interval of 1 is less than interval of I0, so 8 is less, this is false. So we check if 4 is greater than 5, no, so this is not right side of this, so this is overlapping here, so it will goes inside this else condition, and here new interval of 0 is the 4 is greater than or equal to uh, interval of this. If this is true, then this is becoming in middle, so this becomes smaller, so this will become start of our overlapping array. So that is the reason here we are checking interval of 0 is greater than or equal to intervals of I0. so which is true. So this will be the start. So here we are overwriting the new interval 0 with 3, and then again we will be checking 8 is whether 8 is less than or equal to 5. If this is true, then 5 will be the greater. So this is false here, so it will not go inside this if condition, and right become get incremented. So right become true, and in next iteration again I becomes true, I becomes 2, and again here it will check whether uh, now we have 3 and 8. So 3 and 8 are left of this, which is like here just check one variable, which is 8 is less than 6, no, and yeah, 4 is greater than 7, no. So this is also overlapping, and then in if else condition we go and we check if new interval is greater than or this will be however false, because the previous one 3 itself was less than. So and the previous end was uh, the 4 was less than the previous end, so it definitely will be less than 6, so it will not go inside this condition as well. So 4 will not be sorry, here 3, right? So 3 will not be greater than 6. So and here it will check this condition, which is 8 is less than 7, this is also false. So it will again increment right start 3, and I becomes 3 again. So again it will check with next one. Here it will check whether this is left of this, which is 8 is less than 8, no. So and goes to else if condition, and 4 is greater than 10, this is definitely false. So it will go inside else condition, and here it will check 4 is greater than or equal to 4 is greater than or equal to 8, this will also be definitely false. So and it will go to this if condition, and it will check 8 is less than or equal to 10, so this is true. So that is how it will get to know here it will end. So here 8 will be overridden with 10, so the overlapping will end here. So that's how, because 8 is less than 10, so now no more element like this 12 definitely will not be overlapping 12 and 16, because end of the end of this list itself uh, like greater than the end of this which is 8, 10 is greater than 8. So that's how we get 3 10. So and right becomes 3. So here right becomes 3, and it will go again go to the next for loop, next iteration of for loop, which is I becomes 3, and here this condition become true, because 10 is less than 12, 10 is less than 12, so 3 10 are left of this 12 and 16. So 10 is less than 12, so this will break here, loop will break here, it will come outside, and we'll in left end we have 1, right, because it conflict overlapping started here, so that is the reason left end stopped here, and right end right end stops here, because conflicts overlapping stopped here. So that is the reason right of end is right of start is 3, and so we will combine the 3. So interval we will combine left side, which is interval start to 1, so start to 1, which is 1 2, and the middle one the new interval, which is 3 and 10, so 3 and 10, so that is what here we are doing. And then the right side interval, which is interval 3 to end, 3 to end is 0 1 2 3. So 3 to actually right start becomes 4, so that's how we get actually this will become 4, and then we'll be having only 4 to end, which is 4 8. So that's how sorry 12 16, so that's how we'll be having 12 16. 3 to end, which is 12 16. So these three will be combined and we get our answer, given answer. And here it is same like the previous method. We are using one for loop, so for that reason it will also take that for loop will iterate through the given array, so n times. So that is the reason time complexity is n. And the space complexity, here we are not using any extra array, so we are just while returning we are combining and returning. So the only extra thing we are using is these two variables, and new interval also we are using the existing one. So and we are combining while returning, we are combining and returning. So the space complexity is order of 1. So these are our two solutions. So the second method is extension of first method, so this is improvement of first method. So yeah, this is our two solutions. So I'll share the link of this image and this solution in description of this video. And also, like I said, I'll explain the arrays concept in next video, and I will also keep that video link in this video description. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.